Hey Tim, I just wanted to show you something that I think you'll appreciate, which is that I've found a very clunky rudimentary way to do a for loop in PowerApps when you just want for like I up to whatever. So Cass and Greg want a little bit of factoring help. So I, of course, whatever, just define some variables, and there you go. So in PowerApps here, I'm basically, just as you would, I'm going to randomly generate values for A, randomly generate this, that, and that, and then from that, generate the A, B, and C values, right? Just exactly what you'd expect. All right, so I do that, which is easily done. But left to itself, you would get cases where they're mutually factorable. So I'm going to pull out a little bit of sorry, I probably could have done this myself, but here we go. Okay, so you can get examples where, just like you would see, and of course I can't get one to happen here, but where we see this has a greatest common factor of 2, and that has a greatest common factor of 2 as well, so we should be factoring at 2, making that 4, and another 2, making that 8. And all I wanted to do was do a greatest common divisor, right? Would be easy enough. If the GCD is greater than 1, turns out there's no greatest common divisor in here. So I need to do a for loop. Check 1, check 2, check 3, but I don't want to have to put them all in. So what I was able to do was in the onStart, collect the first 1,000 integers, which I just in Excel, just did add 1, and then next to that did a concat with a comma, and then just pasted that down 1,000 rows, and then just did a concat all that, and then did a paste values. And I was able to just paste that into here and collect it as a collection, first 1,000 integers. And of course that's nothing, and I could easily go higher. But then I don't want to waste that computational space to go by 1,000 every time. So if you look here, I could just say for all, and then instead of saying for all of the first 1,000 integers, I could say for all of the first n of these. And for all the integers up to whatever's, and I actually said max, I could have just said min, because obviously it can't be bigger than the others. So really, there's a little inefficiency. Let's just change that right now to min. And so I just said for all of the integers up to and in the smallest of m and r there, we're going to divide m by the integer and round it and see if that's equal to m divided by the integer. And if it is, we're going to say that that is a common factor. And then I can start a collection called greatest common denominator and add this value to it, because it won't let you update a context variable from here. Boo, but it will let you collect something. And then I can make my context variable by looking at this table we've just collected and taking the biggest value in it. And then I can divide it out. And then I can repeat that process for n and s, the other two variables. And so if you look, it's going to take that 2 out and that 2 out. Bam, there we go. And so again, that's divisible by 4. Bam, factors out the 4. So factoring in real time. This is very exciting for me, as you know, Tim. You probably could have figured it out a lot quicker than me, but I'm pretty pleased with it. A functional for loop, and now I can just take that code there. In fact, I'm not even going to take that code there, because there might be times when I want to do that after. So I'm going to name this button for loop common factor. And for now, I'm just going to hide it. We're going to make that invisible. And just in the new question coding for now, at the very end of all this, we will call select for loop common factor, and there we go. And now, when we run our new questions, it will take a greatest common factor out of each of those every time, and we will never get cases where one of the brackets is factorable. So, yeah, kind of proud of that. So, gonna keep that in my back pocket, because you can do for and then the first n of, and so I might, I might just make a habit now of having a collection called the first 1,000 integers, first 1,000 odd numbers, first 1,000 even numbers, first 1,000 prime numbers, just kind of anything you might want to reasonably do an I by. Though you could even remove this, right? Like you could even do a filter on this, actually, where you could filter out everything that's, not divisible by 2 or not divisible by 3 or is divisible by 3 and take only those. So a lot that could be done with that to do for loops in a more kind of robust way in PowerApps. Shame that you can't just do a simple for loop. That would obviously be better. But given that we can't, got this. So anyway, working on